Hello everybody, today we're gonna be playing some Airstrike Soldier with my new cool Airstrike. We're also gonna be using a banner. We got a kill already, this is good. We're also gonna be talking about why it's a waste to use the new war paints, especially unusual ones, on stock weapons. Something that happens a lot is that people are using the new war paints, especially the, unusual ones on stock weapons, especially rocket launchers, scatterguns and sniper rifles. Now, the reason why people are doing this, because not everybody may know this, but that's because they tend to be the most valuable ones when you try to resell, at least in Gen 1, which means the, gunmetal and tough break ones. But the thing is, we already have the Gen 1 one, so people who want something a bit more exquisite, I kinda tried to not get face stabbed, they'll try and go for the Gen 1 versions of the weapon that they want instead of just getting a war paint. Okay, let's see if we can actually get to the spell book this time around. I'm not the best rocket jumper, I'm not the best soldier at all even, and I'm probably dead, but we did get the spell. So we're gonna be having fun with that. When I'm thinking this through, I probably shouldn't have done this on a Halloween map, just because of the spontaneous death all the time. But, you may still have the question, wait, again, why is it bad to use it on a stock weapon? I get that, there's Gen 1 version of, all the stock weapons, basically. But why is that a bad thing? The bad thing is, the Gen 1 versions, or like tough break and gunmetal, are more exquisite, more rare, so to speak, while you easier come by all of the new war paints on those stock weapons, especially because so many people are using it, because they think that will yield the most value. But what happens if, let's say, most of the war paints is used on, let's say, rocket launchers? There's gonna be an oversupply of rocket launchers, which makes it so that there's not enough people for them, and that means that they will drop in price and people will compete with each other. There's also less skin variation. Holy fuck, did I just get that? There's also less skin variation of, the new war paints compared to, like, there were so many, different skins you could unbox in, the Gen 1 version, but it were locked to the weapons, which also makes set weapons more unique and, exquisite to own. So, while it's true that people who don't really have that much money can actually more afford certain unusual weapons that are, let's say rocket launchers or, the stock ones, then yes, but the people who would buy those right now or like think that it's a good investment will not have a good investment for it, while let's say the black box tends to be very popular, right? So instead of using it on, let's say, rocket launches, you should use it on stuff like the black box, maybe the bazaar bargain, maybe, I don't know, the short stuff, basically anything that is good, like the iron bomber as an example. Like stuff that is considered good weapons but isn't stock. There's also the thing about the Strangifier for the airstrike, so if you are looking for something for personal usage, you can just get an airstrike. I don't know why he stopped up like that, I assume he disconnected. But you can just get, an airstrike and then basically have an unusual strange airstrike like that, or maybe a factory new skin, which is also pretty expensive if you get a Strangifier for it. But I hope this little, I guess, people who understand marketing stuff will understand exactly why this have consequences for the value. But this is just me calling out that all the stock weapons are gonna be, especially with the new war paints on, like the Gen 1 ones are gonna stay about the same or actually maybe increase in price. But the new war paints that are applied to stock weapons, especially stuff like, the rocket launcher, I might have getting so many crits or what. But that is applied to, again, let's say a stock rocket launcher, because like 80% of war paints, especially unusual ones, are being applied to rocket launchers. They're just not gonna be that valuable. And I mean, yes, this may not have the same effect on like regular war paints, but it will have on unusual ones, because they're not gonna be, as many unusual ones clearly as there are gonna be non-unusual ones. And I know I'm just using the airstrike as like a normal rocket launcher, but hey, it has more projectiles, and that's the advantage. That's at least what I'm using it for. And like that's why I always like the airstrike. It like tracks up your projectiles. You get to have a lot of stuff to shoot with. And since I'm not that good with soldier, like let me be honest, it also have built-in gun modes that will allow me to use banner in that sense. But you know, as I'm not that good with soldier, I have more shots to actually hit my targets with. Because I'm not good at all with soldier, but it's still a silly class that you can do stuff like this with. But I mean, I don't think I need to explain any more reason other than just making people aware that using it on stock is potentially a very bad idea if you're looking for value. Let's see if we can actually win this game. Oh shit, I may be dead. I'm fine, no problem. If they cap, we could potentially go on a godlike. See if we can sneak up on them. There's a crit pumpkin force as well. Oh shit. Oh well, what can you do? But that was a pretty sweet streak. You know, when we die, we kinda have a worse rocket launcher. But for the or not really infinite, but for the scaling of having 8 rockets, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. Now some people may ask, is that why you put it on a holy mackerel? No, that's just stupid. Like, it's stupid if you're going for value. But I wanted a scout unusual weapon. I got backstabbed again. That's only happened last round. I mean, the round just started, so of course. But yeah, that's not why I put it on a holy mackerel. What I'm trying to say is, if you're trying to look for value, try stuff with like the Iron Bomber or Black Box. Basically stuff that are popular weapons that potentially would be value, because the stock ones aren't gonna be as valuable. Like, at this rate, the rocket launcher is gonna be like a mid-tier weapon instead of like high-tier. And some health for perfect. And we get headshot, damn it. Outplayed. I just got outplayed. Simple as that. This doesn't count for like the firing speed, nope. Just wanted to check. I can't believe I survived that shit. Wow. That is one of those situations where usually the heavy would always be like so precision on me and actually hit all the freaking shots from that range. I don't know why, but it happens more than it should. We may be able to, if we are doing this carefully enough, get a few nice crit kills and actually stack it up. Unless we get like fully air blasted like that. Or get hit by a rocket that dominated. Did he actually kill us 4 times now? Wow. Let's use this banner. Oh yes. Come on, please open, please. Oh, damn it. Oh, there were a guy there. Oh, we just get a random crit right then and there then. You know what, we're out of there. Oh, ah! So I could certainly have done better. But let's see if we can... Oh, we got the revenge. Never mind, we don't even need to try. It's like when you don't try, you get it. Oh, I mean, I'll take that. But at least they're giving Pride a challenge overall. Oh yes. High speed rocket stuff, I guess. This is so much easier at high speeds. Until you bump into stuff and a pyro appears out of nothing. Okay, so I'm very sorry about that, but somebody were having an argument that I needed to sort out on my Discord. So sadly I kinda had to leave the game and take care of it instantly because it sounded like a very important matter. Wasn't that important, let me be honest, but you know, it sounded like it was important, so I just decided, you know what, we have enough footage for like making an interesting episode, and even if I can always try and re-record it. But I think overall this video was pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it, also with how I played, even though I'm not the best soldier, not at all. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you again next time.